Clotilde.
Clotilde.
It's a French
It's a really
name.
typical French name. And we are here for Like a Nightmare.
Likeanightmare.com.
It's a song of Malraux.
Oh, okay.
So it's fun.
We don't really pay any attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much in our own little rock and roll vacuum. We don't really, unless you play with us, we usually don't know about other bands. And then every time we turn on the radio and you hear something, and we just turn it back off again.
Okay.
It's like the elements of a good song. A riff, like a good repetitive riff that gets in your brain.
Yeah.
And I don't know, something that makes you want to fuck is a very good indication of a good song. Well, we basically collect riffs on our phones.
Oh.
And we have like hundreds of them. And we just make little voice memos. This is like, we used to do it with a handheld recorder, and we'd have a box full of tapes that we would go through. And then now we have fucking iPhones. And this is just fantastic.
Technology.
For example, the other day, I did this. Hear it. That's why I'm having you hold it.
Okay.
And that's
So
it.
it's exclusivity, maybe?
This is very exclusive.
So basically, you just do that wherever you want.
Yeah.
When
this
you've got
was
like
on this was during sound check, at the end of sound
alright.
check. So that's it. 29 seconds of brilliance right there. And I got like, and I have 10,000 of them.
Okay.
And it's like, so we go riff farming at the end of when we're ready to write a record, and we go listen, and then we email them to each other, and like, what do you think of this? And yeah, and like, I think this
So you better
song's
not
great.
lose your phone then.
No, we got backups and shit too. Well, plus also like you write the same thing over and over again, and you don't realize it until you listen back. You're like, oh, I already wrote that. Oh, cool. It must be good then, And then then we get into a room and we just concentrate for like we wrote the last album I think in maybe 10 days. Something like that, just concentrated effort.
Okay.
It's fucking fun, man. It's super cool. And we try to do it like, we don't try to force anything. If anything, if it doesn't happen naturally, just skip it. Go to the next thing. Like, I don't know, it's rock and roll. We're supposed to record it this year too. So, yeah, we'll see if that happens. Because we got really busy all of a sudden. All of a sudden we started getting booked like crazy. So if they give us, I think we have 6 weeks off. Okay. And that's when we'll have to write everything. And then we'll go back and probably record maybe, if we're lucky, maybe like November or December or something like that, if we actually get it done. But it's,
So maybe in 2006.
yeah, whatever the next year is. Yeah. Do we have to keep 2 women? Is that what you're saying? Or yeah, yes, we do.
As an equality, gender equality or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know. Plus, it makes the band nicer. It's definitely a different dynamic. When we had a guy play bass for us for a while, and it was a very different dynamic.
Oh.
And I don't know. We do like the sexuality aspect of it for sure. And like not unlike David Lee Roth running around in his.
It's more sexy a woman who does rock and roll than a hairy biker, isn't he?
Yeah, there's enough dudes on stage. Fuck. On the work, only in that we have to continue. Like Lemmy was a huge influence on us, and he was a big supporter, so there's no way on earth we can. Well, we'll have to go out the way he did. That's for sure. Die with your boots on, and like just keep fucking rocking.
Right.
Like,
Show must go on.
Oh yeah. I love it. It's cool. It's great. I think it's hilarious, man. Especially because and we've been playing. I don't know if they're all ages shows, but they let kids into a lot of the shows in Europe. So there'd be some really young kids at the front of the stage. Like, wow, man,
Yeah, not here. More in England and stuff like that.
No, in France though.
Really?
Too. Yeah, we've had a couple. Like, where were we the other night? Partheny.
I don't know.
Bretagne.
Ah, Brittany?
Brittany.
Yeah. Bretagne.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was some children there.
Oh.
Because there's some
recognise.
Celtic people, so they are really into like music and beer and stuff. That's why.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, it's always like I always feel sorry for the kid, but I think he was having a good time too. Part of it, he was enjoying himself. Part of it, he was bored. You know, it's fun though. I love the fact that you can get music for free. You know.
But it should be accessible to everyone, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think
So-
music should be free, but at the same time, I really think musicians should be paid.
Yeah, so
like football players, you know, like goddamn, man. Okay, maybe I need branding, you know, like Pepsi Cola.
Sponsor. Yeah.
Well, it's different here, yeah, because there's a huge, much larger appreciation for rock and roll over in Europe. For us, at least, I think there's the French have typically had a love affair with American music, the blues, and the blues was supported here when it was not, you know, in America. And some musicians have always come to France to be treated better, which is really nice. And then after Bataclan, it was definitely, we played Paris, that was our fourth show. And so yeah, it was in our heads when we were there. And we had a friend, our old tour manager is French from Orléans, and he said that he hadn't felt the energy in the audience like that since before Bataclan. He was like, that was a fantastic show. Like, he's like, oh my God, everyone was so like enthusiastic and like, I mean, it was a crazy show. It was tight, just completely packed, and really good energy. So it was a really nice compliment. He's like,
And do you rely to Eagles of Death Metal because you're both American bands, a bit like Southern hard rock and stuff like that?
yeah, well, we know those guys.
All right.
We actually know a woman who was shot in it, an American woman named Helen. She's a friend of ours. She's a caterer. She was shot in the legs, and it's messed her fucking head up, man. She's in a world of hurt. Like she's still like, she still having nightmares.
Yeah, like post-syndrome, traumatic stress stuff. I don't know all the words in the good way. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. She's shell shocked.
Yeah. And how is it seen in America? I was wondering that. Because it was an American band, obviously, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
are they like?
It was a huge. I mean, I was actually in Europe when it happened, so I don't know what the reaction to
Are they considered like heroes now in America? The band?
the American. Oh no.
No. Okay. I don't know because
They're still just the Eagles. Fuck, man. I'd like to have a time machine and tour with the real AC/DC. That'd be nice. Again, time machine, and you know, like the Rolling Stones,
when they were good.
Aerosmith when they used to do drugs, and a bunch of other bands a long time ago. You know, like, we played with Leonard Skinner one time. And
Really?
They still had their bass player. He died. So that was a good lineup, even though it was with, you know, the younger brother singing. I'd like to go back in time and play with them.
Okay.
But these days, I don't fucking know, man. Now that Motorhead's gone, I don't know who I'd want to play with. Yeah. Nobody.
Oh, I don't have an idea now.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I mean, we're open though. We're open to suggestions.
If you want to play with Nashville.
Yeah, any big bands want to take us out? We'll
Any
think
good
about it.
band?
Good,
We'll
man.
think about it. Yeah, they gotta be good. Back on classic rock again, and like, yeah, a lot of classic rock and a lot of soul. You know, Blaine finds amazing music all the time. Actually, you know what? We played with a band from Rome the other night called Judah, and they're kind of like they're very much like a classic glam band. Like lots of like really poppy, catchy, fucking glam. They were great. So we've been actually listening to their record in the band, which is really fun. Like it's really, they got a song called Rolly Roller or something like that, or Balls Roll, like balls roll, roll the balls. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's really catchy. Though. It's really
We will
fucking
listen
funny.
to, so we will discover.
Cars. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drugs?
I mean, I had a motorcycle, but
Yeah.
if I kept it, I would die. I think alcohol.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
We're reissuing our album, High as Hell. It came out, it'll be a 15-year anniversary on May 30th. It's going to
Okay.
be reissued, but we're remixing it, which is really cool. We had to locate the masters, the actual master tapes. And we just found out like yesterday that they're gonna go to the new producer in like 2 days.
Do you have some new tracks or something? Bonus
No,
tracks?
we've got some rare stuff that was released in Japan. And I think it came out on the first like 5,000 copies of the CD or something like that. And then it was completely unavailable. So we're putting all that on there as bonus material. And it's we're doing it through this thing called Pledge Music. So it's all the information's on our Facebook. And but it's kind of exciting. It's like this Pledge Music thing involves the audience. So it's going to be more like people might actually be voting on mixes and stuff like that. Like we don't really know how far we're going to let people be involved here.
We have a little gift for you. It's to share with your band.
Oh, fantastic!
It's some wine from here, from the region. But just put it in the fridge before because it's disgusting when it's hot. Honestly.